Yeah, we gathered here today just to introduce to each other about our philosophies. And I'm the Taoist.
I'm the legalist.
And I'm the Confucianist.
We're going to start out our discussion with the question, what role does morality play in formulating law?
Okay. So, what do you think? I'm a Confucianist, so I think that the morality, it's kind of a concerning issue in government and everything. So, we set up 5 different main relationships that need to be stressed and emphasized. And the first one is ruler to subject, and friend to friend, elder to young, father to son, and husband to wife. And we have certain values for each of them, such as gentility and kindness and justice in the ruler, and more obedience and loyalty in the subject. And we have also 3 values. What do you guys have?
Well, our belief contrasts with yours a lot because as legalists, we believe that people are immoral and not to be trusted by nature. And so human morality is subject to a lot of change and personal bias. And so the only thing you can really trust is a rigid set of laws, which you should enforce with rewards and punishment.
My idea is very different from the idea of legalism and Confucianism. We basically think that the nature of human is the most stable and unified way of a peaceful and stable society. The best thing that we want in our society is the peace and harmony. And then through the nature of man, we can acquire the circumstance of pluralism.
Okay, so our second question for discussion is, what are the qualities of a superior ruler? What do you guys think?
Well, for superior ruler, I'm a Confucianist and you're a legalist and you're a Taoist, so we'll all have really different views. But as a Confucian, I think that the superior ruler is a really good ruler who has the mandate of heaven. The mandate of heaven in Confucianism is the will of God, to make that person the ruler. And we have this overthrowing thing, if people try to overthrow the ruler and they succeed, the ruler has already lost the mandate of heaven. But if they are unsuccessful, the ruler has not lost the mandate of heaven. So I think for us, the most important thing is the mandate of heaven and keeping to the values.
Well, we believe quite different to your beliefs because, Confucianism to us, we think that it's kind of chaotic because it allows the overthrowing of a ruler by the people.
Yeah.
In legalism, the purpose of the government and a superior ruler is to rule by strict laws and use the system of the 2 handles, which are chastisement and commendation.
Yeah, you also follow a strict punishment and reward dichotomy, right? Yeah, I heard of the Skinner experiment with the 2 rats and stuff, right?
So we use punishment and rewards as motivation to ensure that good behavior is followed in the society. And so this makes sure that there is no chaos and that everything flows smoothly.
So no exceptions are meant to the law, right?
No, the ruler's personal bias or anything does not come before the laws. And we believe that even the ruler is not to be trusted, and so the only thing that can be trusted are the laws.
So what for you is the most important, the ruler or the law? Which one has more power?
Well, the ruler has power because he is the enforcer of the laws and of the punishment and the rewards. What ultimately has the most power are the laws. What about yours?
According to the Taoism, the good ruler should model himself according to the law of resorting to no action. And also, the rulers in our society must not be oppressive, because if the rulers become oppressive, and they cause this problem of this object losing its goal, or this desire for survival, the ruler will perish and lose the power for everything.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So
You got Confucianism and Taoism have similar beliefs in that, don't they? That if the ruler is not proper, then
And
he will
also,
lose power.
we share beliefs that about the good, the actions of a good ruler. We have the same standards for a ruler, and we also think that the ruler should be benevolent and kind and understanding of their subjects. That's a bit contrary to your beliefs of legalism because, you think that the ruler is the most enforcer of the law, and he should only stick to the law with no understanding. Well, to put it as no exceptions would be more considerate, and but we think that it's a bit more important for the ruler to have benevolence and understanding, and that's the more key concept to the rulers.
And also, I think in the idea of legalism, you guys can't bring down the power of the ruler, right?
No, definitely doesn't happen
But
because
like in case of Taoism and Confucianism, if the ruler does something wrong, we can bring him down from the power.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
only
the
difference
most
between
different.
it is
Yeah.
like Taoism and Confucianism is that Confucianism stresses the 5 relationships, 3 values, and the mandate of heaven, the will of God that the person should be the ruler. So
I have a question about like all these like philosophies.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about this quote, "Might makes right"? You mean might? It's like the power. So do you guys think that the power can like create this righteousness in the society?
well, actually no. Like this is kind of going with the legalism ideas and Confucian ideas, but everyone is equal and people should, as mentioned in Taoism, there should be a love of humanity in every human because we are all humans and we should love each other. And yeah, basically, so I don't think that just because you have power you should be like a very righteous person, although having knowledge and having incredible knowledge would be considered very good merit and value, but I don't think that creates might or right. Like everyone should be equal before the law, just as you stated in legalism.
Right, but isn't the definition of right defined by what has power? Because if laws don't have power, that doesn't make them right because they can't be enforced.
I
Yes.
think like the relationship between might and the righteousness is kind of different. I think according to our ideas, the righteousness is derived from the nature of men, since the nature of men is the most peaceful and unified thing in this world. So I basically think that the nature of men, following the nature of men, will bring the righteousness to the society.
Yeah, instead of following like might makes right, that thing kind of in Confucianism, we instead follow 3 values, Li, Zhen, and Chun-Tzu, which are benevolence and ideal conduct and the idea of the true gentleman, like everything combined. So instead of like righteousness according to power, we think of it as having a lot of knowledge on the Confucian basics and Confucianism. And Confucius wrote many books, and he has a book of quotations, and studying those will help with the knowledge. And we think that knowledge is kind of more important as a merit than power itself, because many concepts can contribute to power, such as wealth, position in society, and family traditions and stuff like that.
Wow, that's amazing.
We have to-
We all have similarities and differences in our philosophies. It was great to
Yeah.
talk about these kind of questions here.
So that's the end of our
Interesting
discussion.